rebound after President Trump reverses course on most tariffs. And an update in the battle of the bedbugs. What's next for the impacted students? This is OU Nightly.
Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Sophia Cabrera.
And I'm Emma McAndrews. Here in Oklahoma, some international students could soon face deportation.
This comes after students across the state had their visas terminated.
This isn't just a problem here, but at other colleges across the country as well. The University of Oklahoma says it cannot comment if any OU students have had their visas revoked.
We spoke with an Oklahoma immigration attorney who says that being affiliated with a group like OU Students for Justice in Palestine could put students at a greater risk of being deported, even if no laws are being broken.
I think any student who is participating in any anti-U.S. government protest or any supporting any group that this government sees as a enemy of this country puts them at risk.
Rivas added that most students who are forced to leave the country have only been given 15 days to do so.
And OU law professor Joseph Ty says the First Amendment protects the speech of everyone, including citizens and non-citizens. He also says it's inconsistent with the freedom of speech to deport students based on the expression of political views disapproved by those in power, calling it fundamentally un-American.
And President Trump changed his administration's reciprocal tariff policy today. The markets have responded positively, but many unknowns still loom. OU Nightly's John Hornack has more on the effect these changes could have.
President Trump announces a 90-day pause on most reciprocal tariffs, maintaining a baseline 10% for all affected countries except China. The move comes 1 week after his declaration of Liberation Day, which unleashed a wave of sweeping tariffs on global trade partners, aimed at shrinking America's trade deficit. Despite the broad temporary reductions, tariffs on imports from China have been raised to a staggering 125%. The fate of the tariffs after these 90 days is uncertain, but OU Nightly spoke with economics professor Brent Norwood about what to make of the sudden change.
I think this 90-day pause is for everyone to resettle, see what's going on. That's what we were kind of hoping the tariff stuff was. Like, hey, I'm going to do it, but it never does it. And this thing started to happen. And so now I think there's so many moving parts that we're at the pause.
The markets responded violently to the initial tariff announcement, but have since bounced back. The S&P 500 index is now up about 10% following the easing measures. Emma, Sophia.
Thanks, Jack. We have updates in our ongoing coverage of the bed infestation in a David L. Boren dorm hallway. OU Nightly's Olivia Hayes joins us now live on campus. Olivia, you received a new email from a parent of an affected student.
Yeah, Emma, Sophia, that email is forwarded from the University of Oklahoma Housing and Residence Life. Here is what we're learning. Tomorrow, an inspection will take place right here at the David L. Boren dorms to see the results of their most recent chemical spray. University housekeeping will also vacuum the affected dorms. Students that relocated to the couch dorms for temporary housing will be able to stay now until the end of the semester at no additional cost, but they will have to be fully moved out of the Boren dorms by Tuesday. University Student Services also says that they are providing a second and final laundry service to those impacted students on Monday as an extra precaution. Reporting live outside of the David L. Boren dorms, Olivia Hayes, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Olivia. Students and parents tell OU Nightly this has been an ongoing issue all semester. We will continue to cover this and look for the latest right here on OU Nightly.
Now it has been a gorgeous sunny day here in Norman. Let's head over to OU Nightly's meteorologist Taylor King to see just how beautiful it has been today. Taylor.
Thank you, ladies. Now we're going to take a quick look statewide real quick. Currently 79 here in Norman, so upper 70s across the board and in the 80s for some areas in Oklahoma. OU Nightly's meteorologist Willie Gillespie is currently outside enjoying the weather. What's it looking like out there, Willie?
Yeah, that's right, Taylor. Beautiful, gorgeous weather out here right now. We're just outside the Union. Temperatures right on the brink of 80 degrees here. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. This is shorts and a t-shirt weather. I was talking with one of our live shot crew members here. Definitely shorts and a t-shirt weather. Tonight, I would say the same. Maybe a light quarter zip or a hoodie if you got it. But otherwise, we're seeing temperatures in the 70s all the way through your dinner plans this evening. One of the signs of spring is everything is going green, including this tree here. This is one of my favorite trees on campus. I've been watching it the past couple weeks myself, and this one's kind of in a transition phase here. A lot of petals here, and now also some green leaves. So campus is really starting to turn green here as we enter spring. Temperatures have been in the 80s and plenty of sunshine after 2 inches of rain last week. So we are starting, things are starting to change here. Spring is coming, and Taylor, you've got more details on a possible cool down on the way, though.
That's right, Willie. We do have that cool down. I will discuss this more coming up. Also on the agenda, sunny skies, and that pollen is once again popping off. So, Sophia, Emma.
Thanks, Taylor. An urgent search tonight in the Dominican Republic after the roof of a nightclub caved in Tuesday. OU Nightly's Taryn Ward has that and the rest of today's international and national headlines from the News Center.
Emma, at least 124 people are confirmed dead and hundreds of others are hurt after the collapse early Tuesday morning. Emotional families are waiting for answers while first responders work to identify the bodies pulled. Over 300 people were inside the nightclub when it happened, and only 54 victims have been identified. Among those killed, MLB pitcher Octavio Dotel and the governor of the northwestern province of Monte Cristi. Ukraine says it's learned over 150 Chinese soldiers are fighting alongside Russian troops. Tuesday, Ukrainian President Zelensky announced the country's military captured 2 Chinese soldiers with Russian troops on Ukrainian soil. Ukraine says the soldiers were recruited through social media. Meanwhile, Chinese officials call the claims unfounded. Acting IRS Commissioner Melanie Cruz announces her resignation after multiple senior IRS officials leave the agency. It comes after a controversial agreement between IRS and Department of Homeland Security was finalized Monday. The agreement calls for taxpayer data to be given to federal immigration authorities in order to locate and deport undocumented immigrants. And the Trump administration freezes $1 billion in funding for Cornell University and $790 million for Northwestern University because of Title IX investigations. Emma, Sophia.
Thanks, Taryn. A deadly flood continues to impact southern states. We'll have an update on the devastation coming up.
And extinction, what was once a fantasy, has now taken big steps to modern day reality. Hear how an extinct species has made its way back on the planet, up next.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
People in the Midwest are without homes tonight after deadly floods. Officials are warning more danger could be on the way. OU Nightly's Cole Webster explains in today's Earth Report.
Sophia, at least 24 people have died across 7 central and southern states after severe flooding started last week. One of the hardest hit states was Kentucky, where officials say some communities were badly damaged after rivers reached a major flooding stage.
The water was up to my thigh, ice cold. And then as I stepped out, I almost fell because the water was dragging me like.
Even into next week, we're looking at some flooding and significant flooding.
Water rescues continue tonight in other states that were hit hard, including Mississippi. The National Weather Service says it's no longer providing translations for its content and alerts. The Weather Service has officially paused translations because of an expired contract with the provider Lilt. This lapse comes as the Trump administration is seeking to slash spending in federal agencies, including cuts within the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The change could impact nearly 68 million people in the U.S. who speak languages other than English. Over on the West Coast, researchers say toxic algae is causing some sea lions to attack people in Southern California. The neurological effect on the animals, which can be deadly, is causing the sea lions to act aggressively. It's not clear how many people have been hurt from the attacks. Scientists now say they're working to combat the issue by flushing the water-soluble toxins out of the animals. Back to you.
Thanks, Cole. OU has 2 new additions to parking, but only for select cars.
See where you could charge up your vehicle next.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
All right, look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs.
We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hello everyone, welcome back to OU Nightly. It is looking beautiful down near Highway 9. Currently 78 degrees, dew point around 45, so that humidity is right around 31%. Winds out of the southwest between 5 to 10 miles an hour. Overall, beautiful day outside. Let's take a quick look at the metro overall. 78 here in Norman, like I said. We do see a couple 80s in the metro, 82 down near Purcell, 80 in Chickasha. And once again, let's zoom out once again. 80 up in Guyman, 83 in Woodward. We are still seeing those upper and mid 70s, so 75 over near Miami. Overall, mid to upper 70s, 80s. Overall, relatively nice. Now, our current dew points, like I said, we're currently at 43 degree dew point here in Norman. So the winds out of the southwest will be continuing those drier temperatures here, those drier conditions, to continue over the next couple of days. Now, lows tonight, 53 here in both Oklahoma City and in Norman. A little bit above average, our average around this time of year is 46 degrees. So overall, again, going to be relatively cooler. So like Willie said earlier, you might need a light jacket or that quarter zip if you don't like those cooler temperatures. But overall, going to be relatively nice. Now, tomorrow we're going to take a quick look at our hourly. So by 7 a.m., 55 degrees, and then we're going to be up into the upper 70s by the afternoon, 78 between 2 and 3, and then we're going to gradually dip down into the 70s by 7 p.m. And, you know, allergens are going around like crazy right now. Very high tree pollen, especially oak, mulberry, even willow trees are causing some issues right now. We are still seeing some high allergens for grass as well. And these are going to be sticking around for quite a bit. So we see this high pressure system over Mexico and, you know, our southwestern states. This is going to be sitting here for the next couple of days, which is going to continue our drier conditions and our warm up. So again, our temperature outlook going to be near normal for the next 6 to 10 days. So right about average here in Oklahoma, above average off to the west, and below average up near the Great Lakes. Take a quick look at precipitation. We do have a chance to be above average for precipitation here in Oklahoma, but we'll be relatively closer to normal, kind of up near in the portions of the central Midwest, below average over on the West Coast. Now, with these drier conditions, I'm going to go ahead and give you that green light to go wash your car over the next few days. You know, just get prepared before that next rain comes in the middle of next week. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the 70s throughout the weekend, 80s on Sunday, and then we see that cold front come through on Monday where it's going to dip us back down into the 70s. Then we have that chance of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, I'm really excited that it's going to be nice and sunny over the weekend, especially for Parents' Weekend. We've had a lot of ugly weather the past couple of weeks, so finally it's like family and friends and parents can all experience the prettiness of Norman.
Yeah, and just like Willie showed us earlier, campus is starting to be in full bloom. Perfect weather, you know, to go out, you know, see the flowers that are blooming on campus, you know, just enjoy the nice weather before we eventually will get some more cruddy weather eventually, you know, the rain, you know, it is springtime in Oklahoma.
Yep.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Taylor. After being accepted for the Fast EV Charger grant, OU Parking and Transportation Services put in 2 new fast electric vehicle charging stations in the faculty parking lot near Dale Hall Tower. Students who have a registered electric vehicle with OU Parking are allowed to use the charging stations inside the faculty lot. OU Parking Services believes the best location for the stations is the faculty lot because of its central location.
So there's definitely a demand. I would say whenever we launched EV charging on campus in around 2014, not as much of a demand. And so for those first 5 years, we really only had, you know, the 4 spaces.
The charging stations are set to open within the next couple of weeks after their final inspections are made. And coming up, one Sooner team has encountered a bit of a slump.
As one Sooner will represent his country on the biggest stage.
And on the hardwood, find out who took the King's crown. As one Sooner gymnast joins an elite club that features 4 Sooner legends. On the diamond, Patty Gasso's girls look to cause some uproar in OKC tonight. Don't look away, because sports is coming at you next.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Almighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hello, I'm Oliver Schaefer, and it's time for sports. The slumping Sooners came into Tuesday on a 3-game skid. How would they fare against Dallas Baptist? Well, Oklahoma showed no signs of life until the 7th inning and are now 21-9 with 5 of those losses coming at the hands of DBU and LSU. Now, that's not to say the Sooners aren't playing good baseball. As OU head coach Skip Johnson puts it, that's just the nature of this game.
Well, Kevin, all those guys are in there and they're balling. I mean, you wouldn't believe the locker room. They're bawling and squalling. They're feeling sorry for themselves. No, that ain't the mood. The mood is, got to keep working, man. This game demands you to work at it.
On the bright side, the softball Sooners will have a chance at causing an uproar, a commotion, a pandemonium, but we know it best as bedlam. OU will travel to Oklahoma City to take on number 18 OSU, and the Sooners roll into bedlam, boasting the NCAA's 4th most runs scored per game, the 2nd highest on-base percentage, and the 2nd best slugging percentage. Oklahoma junior Faith Torres was named the South Central Region Gymnast of the Year. This is fresh off Faith's best meet of her career as she earned a 39.8 on the all-around. She joins an elite club of just 4 athletes to receive this score, joining Sooner legends Maggie Nichols, Anastasia Webb, and teammate Jordan Bowers. Shakespeare said, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown," and none would know that more than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as he drops 42 en route of dethroning the king as OKC beat LeBron and the Lakers 136-120 in the regular season home finale. And as Mr. Consistent says, it's about staying, well, consistent.
We use the regular season to build habits, and building habits over quarters, over games, leads to winning games. And the more you build those good habits, the more games you win. And that only prepares you for the stage that we're about to go on. It's a good thing. Steps in the right direction. Like I said, we're not always after it, but we put our head down, we work, and we do the right things. Things like that come to you.
Oklahoma Athletics Department announced that the Crimson Combine will be extended by 30 minutes Saturday. This is an effort to incorporate additional standard practice drills that will result in, quote, higher competition level among players. The event will conclude at 2:30. Oklahoma Wrestling's John Wiley has been selected to represent the United States at the 2025 Under-23 Pan Am American Championships. Wiley is a 2-time 16-under national champion. Emma, Sophia?
Thanks, Oliver. This weekend, runners are racing to fight hunger here in Norman.
Find out where you can run for fitness, fun, and philanthropy after the break.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
I'm Caroline Kramer at the OU Nightly Update Desk. An Oklahoma City elementary school says students are safe after a brief lockdown this afternoon. Spencer Elementary says no one was allowed in or out of the school after an anonymous caller reported gunshots nearby, which police have not yet confirmed. School officials say students were dismissed at their regular time. Sophia, Emma, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Caroline, for that update. This weekend, dust off your running shoes for the OU Food Pantry's 3rd annual 5K. As part of the Spring Family Weekend festivities, the event is dedicated to helping fight food insecurity on campus.
All proceeds go to the OU Food Pantry. The race will begin at 9 a.m. this Sunday. For more information, head over to the OU Food Pantry 5K page on engage.com. I know I'm not a runner, so I don't think I will be there, but I'll definitely be spending some time with my parents this weekend during our Spring Family Weekend.
Yeah, I work that Sunday morning, unfortunately, so they will not see me there.
I have to take Taco to the vet. Taco is my pet cat. He needs to get his shots updated. So, I will be busy that day as well. But for those of you who are planning on going to that, to that 5K, you are going to need to remember to hydrate because we will be seeing temperatures in the 80s on Sunday. So remember to hydrate while you're out for that run or even when you're out with your family.
Thank you, Taylor. And thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Sophia Cabrera.
And I'm Emma McAndrews. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live weekdays at 4:30. Good night.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you? Your lungs.